Hi all, welcome to this Newcastle Predictions video. This one I think is going to be interesting for a number of reasons, and it's individual players look like some individual players will stand out and then some it's just a kind of guesswork from there, but we're going to give it a bash regardless, as we're doing with all the teams. So if you smash links, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G the Legend. All links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. Comment down below your thoughts for Newcastle. Who do you think deserves an upgrade, a downgrade, stay the same, and all that kind of good measure. Obviously you've got to factor any potential transfers, and obviously with everything going on continually with takeover stuff for the club, it makes it harder as well because the team could drastically change as well. So let's get into it and take it from there. So we'll start off in net with Dubravka. 80 rated in FIFA 20, we feel he deserves an upgrade of +2. He seems to be the one most consistent player in the team. Regardless of what everyone else does, he seems to be the most consistent player, and I feel he deserves to be 82 rated, make him a rare. He's kind of established himself over the last few seasons. Obviously when he first came in, folk were like, who's this guy, what is he going to do, and he's kind of set himself out as the number one for Newcastle and done a very good job at that, so fair play to him. Always seems to bag a special card every FIFA I've noticed since he's came into the game as well. Lascelles is a bit of a tricky one due to like injuries, game time and that, but I'm still going to keep him as he is. I don't feel he's worthy of a downgrade, or he might go down one potentially, but when he does play he is kind of like one of their main defenders, so that is a tricky one to kind of pinpoint, but we'll see how that one goes out. Obviously Fabian Schar, another one I would just keep as he is. I don't feel he deserves a downgrade or an upgrade. He's not had as clinical a season as previous, but I would still say he keep him as he is, and all he realistically needs is like a few, like his moments card was a fun little card, but it was just too expensive at the time. But regardless, he should stay as he is. Richie, we're going to upgrade by 1. Feel like he's had a half decent season to merit an upgrade, and so if anything it might just be minor adjustments on his stats, like say defending, physical, passing, dribbling, maybe say all going up marginally by 1, I would suspect, but see what happens though with him. But that's where I would go with him. Joelinton I'm keeping as he is as well. Don't really see anything that makes me want to kind of like downgrade him or upgrade him. Yes, he's not been playing as much as he would like, but for a number of reasons you'd like to keep him as he is. Makes SBCs a lot easier obviously, but we'll see how that one goes. Obviously Almiron, he may get downgraded, but at the same time he tries his hardest for the team when he does play, and it would be harsh to, obviously he's not going to get an upgrade, but he could go down say 1, but I'm going to keep him as he is and we go from there. But I feel he'll either be 79 or 80 rated. I don't see him going less than 79 if I'm brutally honest, but we'll see how that one plays out. Joe Shelby, keeping as he is, he's just does his business in midfield and that's about it. There's nothing spectacular about his work, and you just get what you see with him, in all honesty. Saint-Maximin I'm going to upgrade from a 79 in FIFA 20 to an 81. Yes, he has a number of special cards, from 2 informs, a man of the match, foot birthday, the one to watch, and also a summer heat card as well. Obviously summer heat I think was a losing vote if memory serves right, because he didn't win the vote, but Saint-Maximin position could be under debate. Like he's been playing like right wing, been playing left mid, he's playing striker, so but most of the time he does play like right wing for what I've seen, so that's where I have stuck with the original position and take it from there. But could be some nice upgrades into him if adjusted accordingly. Joelinton, just keeping probably as he is. He's £40 million spent and £40 million wasted. He's not been exactly spectacular for Newcastle, and he could easily be someone that could be going out the door. if I was honest, I would have been quicker spending £40 million on like a Mertens or on someone that they could actually improve the team tenfold. Dwight Gale, it's a tricky one really, because he does his work hard, but he probably will get a downgrade. He always seems to end up around 76, 75 like every year for the last few years. And it's always like minor upgrades or minor downgrades he always gets. And while he's been playing more after lockdown, it's hard to kind of see where he'll go ratings wise, and also he's been speculated for transfers to like Bournemouth and so forth, used as a make weight for Callum Wilson. So see how that one goes, but as I said, I feel he's either will be 76 or 75 next FIFA. Andy Carroll just downgrade from a gold to a silver, 75 to a 73. He may even just go down one. Injuries, lack of game time, all that kind of factor is the main reasoning behind it. That is why I feel he'll go down. Then from like subs and reserves, we go into like Darlow and Dummett. These guys are probably likely just to get minor downgrades or stay as they are. Darlow 73 currently, isn't playing too much, but I think might see a downgrade, either stay the same or a minor downgrade of 1. Dummett, we've downgraded 1 from a gold 75 to 74. Just lack of game time and injuries kind of big reasoning for that. Then on to Fernandes is another one, just kind of like kept as he is. Played a decent amount of game time, but not really maybe done enough to kind of justify like say an upgrade or a downgrade or any of that kind of nature. And because I think league positioning plays a big part in it as well from a Newcastle view, that's why Clark we've kept the same, but Lejeune we've downgraded to because of injuries and so forth. If Lejeune was kept fit, even though he bagged in form very early in FIFA, when he's fit and healthy, he's probably one of their best defenders. In all honesty, it's just been unfortunate with injuries at Newcastle. And Keogh keeping as he is, don't feel he's done enough to justify going to a gold, if I'm honest. Longstaff, if both brothers stay, then one might be going gold, one may stay silver. But it's always try to think who goes where and whatnot. But Sean Longstaff is the one that will go up. That's why we've kept his brother out of the team, just because also we don't know if he'll be part of the team next season. Hayden we've just kept as he is, nothing spectacular about his game. He could easily go down 1, but it's, as with quite a few players in this team, it's like trying to justify their respective ratings. Muto just downgraded from a 75 gold to a 73, just lack of game time, injuries, lack of contribution to kind of playing in that factor. Atsu staying the same, and same for Kraft. Both of them just kept as they are, just not really done enough to kind of justify an upgrade, but also not doing enough to kind of justify a downgrade as it were. I was kind of like looking through the rest of the team, and it was like Sayavet, I was like, is he still actually part of the team? And then same for like Aarons, and any of the other youngsters within the team. It was like it's trying to rack your brains of like who's actually still part of the team. And obviously like loanees like Lazaro and Willems, they're obviously now back at their parent clubs as well. But those type of players might stay their respective ratings despite their contributions to Newcastle. But for me, I feel, as I said, top 3 I think ratings wise look like Almiron, Saint-Maximin and Dubravka. Obviously if they get any transfer sorted in this takeover sorted, then the team may change drastically. I feel it needs to change dramatically up front, if I'm honest. Joelinton, Gale, Carroll, it's needing a bit of work, if I'm honest. Too many injuries, lack of goals, and you can't just keep relying on Saint-Maximin to kind of do the contributions for you. But we'll see what happens though. Newcastle obviously got a lot of work to do regardless, and hopefully see how that plays out as well. But hopefully you find this useful. Let me know in the comments down below, folks, what your thoughts are on Newcastle's ratings. Have I kind of nailed it spot on? Is it a bit of work needed? Is some right, some wrong and all that? Because it'd be good to always know, obviously, and obviously it'd be good to know when the actual full release comes if we're on the money. But hopefully you find it useful as always, folks. Smash the like as always, sub to channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G's Legend, and I'll catch you all later.